Hello everyone, so welcome back to another Gundam Breaker 3 video, and as you can see here, and by the title, I'm going to be showing off something new today. Everybody does themed builds. Absolutely everybody at some point builds their own suits, and I thought I'd get into it just for the sake of it. So, one of the few suits that I've built here is the Astray No Name from Build Divers. And as you can see, I've used the gold frame Amatsu and the red frame as a base. Gone with twin beam sabers for the moment, but the way to make the Astray's cloak was a little bit awkward because of the way the cloak is. So instead of what I've opted to do is use some GN shield bits to make up its cape, and then for the ranged weapon I kept the buster rifle that I normally use. So what we have is two shield bits that are on the backpack. One is actually rotated to look like it's on the front of the Gundam, and then three giant shield bits to cover up that Astray gold frame arm, which also covers up the buster rifle as well, and looks aesthetically pretty decent, because if you've seen any of these in like the bounty hunter mode, you'll know that some of them look terrible and some of them are good sort of goes at it, but don't really do the cloak or the shroud that well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the PG match here and just show you how this looks and works in game. I also, like Bandai does with some of its Gunpla, I mixed up some of the materials, so we've got some like matte effect going on mixed with the metallic look of the red frame. And I've tried matching the colours as closely as I can. So here we go. Admittedly, the GN shield bits do clip through the suit at some points, but as you can see, it's already looking pretty decent in terms of how it should look compared to the anime artwork. We'll get to see it closer in a little bit. So here we go. We're versus the first perfect grade of the game. And the idea is that I outfitted this with the double beam sabers that I've been using throughout the entire game from the X here, just because it allows me to get my X gauge up. The X gauge I've put on allows it to do some melee attacks, and also one of the ranged attacks that allows it to snipe. So if we go over here for a moment, we got the shield bits, and the shield bits come off, and you can see just how the Astray No Name is themed here. There's not really too much clipping that goes on, especially with the giant extensions that are needed for the GN shield bits there to be able to hold the bits when they're not flying around. It doesn't look as bad as, say, like some suits that you might see where they have like floating parts in midair, which make no sense. I'm kind of upset that we couldn't get a proper Astray No Name on this, but of course, because the game's so old, you have to kind of improvise. So here we go. We've got the funnels going round. We've got the buster rifle that we can use to replace the long rifle. And then of course, I've got the awakening mode, but I've not actually put like a hyper mode on it or the nitro system on it yet. I've still got to get round to doing that. It's not too much of a big deal. But yeah, that's my Astray No Name. I whipped it up in like, what, 10 minutes or something? It's not too bad, actually. I'll probably dabble with some more of this stuff in future. So if you guys like seeing this, like seeing me be a little bit more creative, especially because I've got way more money on this game now, so I can experiment with things here and there, by all means, comment on what you want to see in game. I've already got some other stuff that I'm going to be filming, and I'll see you next time.